Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Youth, I want to hear your voice. Hallelujah. The youth from this part of the auditorium, I want to hear your voice. Shout it thunderous. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be very brief with this speech. I want to welcome everybody, the special guests of honor, senior members of the Cherubim and Seraphim Unification, Church of Nigeria, the Kábíyèsí Ọba Onígbògbò of Igbobi, distinguished Seraphs here present, our esteemed and dynamic CNS youths.
You can do louder than that. So yeah, let's say, ho! You can be better than that. Let's say, ho! Amen.
Invited artists and distinguished personalities, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with a singular honor and privilege that I welcome each and every one of us to this gathering of Nigeria's future leaders. We welcome His Royal Majesty, the Alayeluwa, Kábíyèsí himself and his entourage, Onígbòbí Ìsàbẹ̀ of Igbobi. You're welcome, Your Royal Highness. Let's put our hands together. Thank you for honoring us, honoring your children, our youth, with your invaluable presence. I have a singular honor and privilege to welcome everybody here today to the gathering of Nigeria's future leaders. If I am correct, this gathering is indisputably the largest gathering of youth of Cherubim and Seraph organization in any part of the world.
Put your hands together.
We give glory to the King of Kings that today is a reality. As a background to the event of July 20th, 2018, at Seraphim Land, Night of Restoration, which has revolutionized the entire fabric of the church. Immediately after the vigil, we began to receive series of telephone calls, text messages, where members of the church were asking for a sustained vigil, such as witnessed in July 2018. That gave rise to the dinner and the official launch of our pet project, the new Seraph, at the Oriental Hotel in Victoria Island. You should be aware that the journey to where we are today in the new Seraph started when God commanded me to spearhead the revitalization of the CNS churches, using the July 20 vigil as a starting point. The commission that I was given, among others, was to focus on the youths. The youths in the CNS church, since they are leaders of the church tomorrow. But there can be no proper starting point from rejuvenating the church without understanding where we are coming from as a church. We all have to recall that for a long time, our church, the CNS church, became a laughingstock and ridiculed in the Christendom. That was the stage where members of the church were disparaged as second-class Christians, though erroneously. During this period, the church was often castigated when members of the church were perceived as never-do-wells. The church was seen as belonging to the downtrodden. Erroneously, as the blanket categorization of all members of the church into this pair, there are, however, a few bad eggs. A few bad eggs out there dragging the name of the church in the mud. So, it is imperative that we all have a role to play in changing this wrong perception of our dear church. Those of us who are gathered here today should be at the vanguard of this new drive to reposition our dear church and give it a new name. Hence, the Seraph Youth Arise Initiative. The battered image of the church have to be changed for the better. Do you agree? This task cannot be left in the hands of our fathers alone. This task cannot be left in the hands of our leaders alone. We as youths, Seraph youths, we have to arise and take the church to the next level. The CRS church of today should be well grounded in the Word of God. Do you agree? And would emphasize total dependence on prophecy. What should be the uppermost in our hearts is the efficacy of prayers and good teaching of the Word of God. We have also realized that most of our members are not as financially endowed. And this is telling our youth of the church greatly. The organizers of this program did appreciate the biblical injunction that man shall not live by bread alone. But they also understand that man cannot live without bread. Many of our youths today lag behind their peers in the scheme of things in the society which we Seraphs are a part of. In view of this, efforts are being made by the organizers of this project for Seraph youths to get training in various vocational skills, which I believed would intimately enhance the purchasing power of our future generation in the church. The Dr. Yomi-Sholoye Foundation, the organizers of the Seraph Youth Arise Initiative, is therefore poised to partner with corporate organizations, financial institutions, to train many of our youth and also make financial grants available for successful members so as to establish businesses and eke out a living for yourself. Therefore, the message each and every one of you should take home today is that the CNS Church is at an age of rebirth. There should be a new way, new ways of doing things in the church. Our mode of dressing, our worship, our courage among other Christians require a total upgrade. We need to bring dynamism into the church without necessarily eroding the laid down behavioral tenets handed down to us by our founder, Saint Moses Orimolade Tonlashe. It is strongly believed that only the youth of the church can help achieve this noble dream of our founding fathers. Our fathers and mothers, they cannot do it alone. So I call on you. I call on you. I call on you to arise. Arise from today and champion the renewed call for the rebirth of the Seraphs in our various churches, in our homes, and so forth. Seraph youths, Seraph youths, Seraph youths, henceforth, begin to shine, begin to shine, begin to shine. You will change the narrative of the church by acting and behaving like true children of God that we are. Afterwards, the book of Proverbs 22, verse 6, aptly recaptures when it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. As we are gathered here today for this maiden edition of Seraph Youth Arise Conference, there will be many more such gatherings where CNS churches are truly united, using the instrumentality of the youth. While I again welcome you, to this magnificent venue of the program. It is our prayers that you shall continue to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I prophesy into your life today. Where is that youth? Where are you? Let me see your hands. Let me see you rise up. Begin to rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Wherever you are. I prophesy from today. Go forth and share in Jesus' name. receive. You receive. You receive. I decree with the power of anointing, all the youths that are here, those who are outside, all see nice youths from today, because you are here, and you are part of this program, your glory will shine. My youth, all your heart desires, open your two hands. Open your two hands and lift them up in the air. Open your two hands. We are serious. We are doing serious business here. We have not come here. Yes, we are going to laugh. Yes, we are going to dance. Yes, we are going to eat. But I want to go back with something that will be permanent. What the Lord has done for you today will be permanent in your life. How my youths who have been weeping and crying for one thing or the other, because you are here today, might not prove himself in the life of Hannah. He proved himself in the life of Sarah. Today, by the power of anointing, I prophesy, my Lord will prove himself in your life. And so shall it be. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed.
Put your hands together for a very beautiful and wonderful convener, Dr. Yomi-Sholoye. Put your hands together for her. That was an amazing welcome address. That was a beautiful welcome speech.